Okay, practice test. Negative 12, subtract a negative. Subtract a negative is like taking away debt, which is good. Negative 12 plus 2, the signs are different. Find their difference. Subtract, and the negative is the bigger number. Now the signs are the same, so we add the two numbers and keep the sign. Okay, number 2, negative 4 times negative 2 is 8, times negative 3 is negative 24. Okay, number 3, a negative times a positive. Multiply straight across. 2 times 25, 5 times 10. A negative divided by a positive is a negative, and 50 divided by 50 equals 1. Number 3, 3 divided by 25, or 3 over 25 divided by 12 over 50. We're dividing. Keep, flip, change. Keep the first one, because keep is first. Flip the second one, because flip is the second word. Multiply straight across. 3 times 50. Okay, and 25 times 12. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus the 1 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, so that equals 300. That reduces because 150 goes into 150, and 150 goes into 300 2 times. Subtraction. We need a common denominator. You can always multiply. Okay, so we need these both to be over 14, 7 times 2. Okay, so let me erase that. Okay, so we've got 4 over 7 and 1/2. And we want those both to be 14 on bottom. So 7 times 2 is 14. 2 times 4 is 8. On the right, 2 times 7 is 14. 1 times 7 is 7. 8 over 14 minus 7 over 14 is 1 over 14. Number 6, an exponent means multiply that number times itself, and the exponent of 2 means to write 2 of them, 4 times 4. Okay, we have parentheses, but that means multiply because there's nothing inside. Okay, so multiply and divide left to right. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, solving equations. I want to get x by itself. Add 5. Divide by 2. Those 2's cancel. X equals 6. All right, 1 with the fraction. We're going to multiply by the common denominator. 4 times 2 is 8. So I'm going to put 8 over 1 times x over 4. 3 can just get 8 because it's not a fraction. I'm going to do 8 over 1 here because 1/2 is a fraction. Okay, multiply straight across. 8 times x, 1 times 4, 3 times 8. Multiply straight across. 1 times 8, 2 times 1. Okay, so I get 2x minus 24 equals 4 because 8 divided by 4 gives me 2x. On the right, 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, I'm going to add 24. So I get 2x equals 28. Divide. X equals 14. Eight x minus 4 equals 3 plus 5x. Remember, don't add that 3 plus 5x that's not like terms. Okay, there's an x on both sides. So I like to do the smaller. I put the 5x under the like term. 8x minus 5x is 3x. I need to add 4. Now I need to divide by 3 on both sides. 7 doesn't divide by 3 into a whole number, so that's our answer. Okay, now another one with like terms. Okay, letters on both sides. I need to distribute my 4. 4 times 3x. 4 times negative 2. 5 minus 3x. They're not like terms. But on the left, we do have like terms. 12x's minus 2x's are 10x. Keep that equal sign and a line. Okay, the minus 3x is smaller, so I'm going to add 3x to cancel it. Okay, so I get 13x minus 8 equals to 5. I need to get rid of the minus 8 plus 8. 5 plus 8. Okay, so we have 13x equals 13. Divide by 13 equals 1. Okay, then we had inequalities. I need to distribute 2 times 3x, 2 times 5, 2 times x, 2 times minus 2. Subtract 2x on both sides, because that's smaller. 6x minus 2x is 4x. We subtracted, so that stays the same. We need to minus 10 to get x by itself. Negative 4 minus 10, the signs are the same, so add. Okay, we subtracted, so our symbol stayed the same. Okay. Divide. Now I'm going to reduce because 2 goes into 14 7 times. 2 goes into 4 2 times. Okay, this stayed the same here. That symbol stayed the same because I divided by positive 4. I need to divide both sides by negative 3. Actually, let me leave this blank right here. Okay, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3 to give me x. A negative divided by a negative equals positive 4. We're going to flip that because we divided by a negative. Divided by a negative. Okay, inequalities and putting them in interval notation. Okay, that's less or equal to. The or equal to means to include, which means we color it in. The less, smaller numbers are to the left. Okay, the smallest number, there's not one, so we call that negative infinity because they just keep getting smaller. Okay, now they do stop at negative 5. The or equal to means use a bracket. Okay, include means color it in and a bracket. Okay, you include when you have or equal to. Okay, still on number 14, part B. Less, it doesn't have the or equal to, so it's not included. So open circle and parentheses. Less is to the left, smaller numbers are to the left, open circle. Now, we always say the smallest thing first. There's not a smallest thing because they keep going, so we call that negative infinity. And parentheses because it's not included, it doesn't have the or equal to. Okay, this means greater. It doesn't have the or equal to, so Negative 5 can't be x. That's what we mean by not included. Open circle, parentheses. Okay. Negative 5 is not bigger than itself. That's what we mean by not included. Okay, greater than goes to the right, bigger numbers. So we have negative 5. The numbers keep getting bigger, so we call that infinity. We have greater or equal to. The or equal to means x can be negative 5. So we include, close circle, and bracket. The brackets only go on numbers. Things are bigger going to the right. The or equal to tells us that negative 5 can be x. So the numbers start at negative 5 and get bigger. The bracket is because of the or equal to. Okay, then we had a graph. Okay, I'm just going to sort of recreate it here. Here's point A. A is left 3, up 1. The left or right is first. Here's point B. It's over none and up 3. Okay. Point C was right 3, up 1. Point D was right 2, up 0. I forgot to label these. This is C, that's D. Okay, this is point E. E is left 3 and down 2. F was right 3, okay, right 3 and down 2. Okay, last one said find the intercepts. That's when it crosses the axis and either x or y will be 0. So the first time you say x equals 0, so put 0 in for x. Okay, 3 times 0 is 0, so we just get 4y equals 12. Divide, so we get y equals 3. Okay, so x equals 0, y equals 3. Okay, that's one of them. Okay, the other one comes from letting y equal 0. Okay, 4 times 0 is 0, so we just get 3x equals 12. Divide, x equals to 4. Okay, now we're going to write x first and then y, because that's how we write them, that's how we graph them. And that is the end of our review.